So you want to be a game master. Hey, there's these nifty little chart things that come in a lot of the game books. Doesn't really matter what system you play. They tend to come along in a lot of different systems. They called random encounters. Now, there's a whole lot of people out there who don't like them. And there's a lot of reasons not to like them. But sometimes people just don't apply them in a way that is useful for them and their table. Random encounters is not really meant to just random, what it says, we're just going to roll and whatever rolls in shows up. In an essence, that's the basic function. I personally have chosen over the years to utilize these random encounter charts judiciously. And I'll create some, or I'll use some that's already created that fit the genre and fit the setting. So if we're running a campaign and the session happens to be in a city setting, I will have a city encounter chart. From that perspective, I can just have, from rolling this, I can have random events occur that the players can decide to get themselves involved in, utterly ignore, or take advantage of in some way. Another way of having the random encounter list is to create a little micro list for your dungeon. So all the monsters and maybe the cultists or whatever it is, the theme of your thing, aren't just all fixed to a specific location. So at any time, the players could accidentally run into an encounter, right? That brings me to a third thing that I like to do with encounters. Not all encounters should be combat. They shouldn't. It's just like not all goblins are fighters. There's a certain percentage of goblins, whether they want to be or not, are going to be grunts, workers. They're going to do all the nasty chores and other things that any civilization requires, even a humanoid civilization. You could easily bump into the cleaning crew. I'm not saying they won't fight you, but that's those things you could run into. You could literally run into a pack of baby goblins on a tear. I'm just saying, use these things judiciously and creatively. Don't look at them as just some random, I just got a out of my butt kind of thing, but utilize them effectively. Be creative with them. Don't be afraid to create your own little encounter charts that suit your needs. They work. Number 4. Sometimes, despite all your effort and work and all the understanding you thought you had prior to the session starting, your players will go off and do something completely unexpected or unplanned or unscripted, or just because. Then you can pull out these random encounter charts that's appropriate for the terrain or the situation or the whatever, and use them in a pinch. There's 4 ways of using these random encounter charts that I find quite useful. Just saying. If anybody else uses encounter charts in a creative way, by all means, please post. These new GMs need every bit of help we can give them. By all means, put something in the comments. Explain to a new person who might just come across this damn video going, what the hell is this crazy fat guy rambling on about or freaking out about? Just saying. Share your ideas and experiences with random encounters, GMs.